Is she talking? Sorry guys, it looks like we're having a little bit of technical difficulties with our first video, but we are going to move forward because we're not going to let that stop us. So let's see if it works now. Maybe it'll work. It'll be nice to us. Nope, doesn't sound like it. All right, we're going to just go ahead and move forward with the presentation. Gina, do you want to go ahead and get started?
I sure will. So good evening, everyone, and welcome to Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, Omicron Omega Chapter's first virtual HBCU tour. My name is Gina Montgomery, and I am the co-chair of Target 1, HBCU for Life. For over 13 years, the Omicron Eta Omega chapter has taken approximately 1,000 students to 25 different HBCUs. Due to COVID-19 and other restrictions, we decided to replicate our annual spring tour virtually. Just like our in-person tours, students will learn about campus life, the do's and don'ts, of college, and virtually view some college campuses, all from the comfort of home. So hop on the pink and green bus, sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Our hope is that the virtual tour will ignite your passion for applying, attending, and advocating for our historically Black colleges and universities. But before we hit the road, let's get our official send-off from the president of Omicron Eta Omega, Mrs. Veronica Stacker.
On behalf of the members of the Omicron Eta Omega chapter of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, good evening, students, parents, and other guests. Welcome to Omicron Eta Omega's Black College Bus Tour. Although our tour looks a little different than in the past, as we are bringing our Black College Bus Tour to you live and in color virtually. COVID-19 will not keep us from promoting HBCUs, as we are committed to providing opportunities that feature the quality education HBCUs offer and certainly provide. Not to mention That HBCU, the network, is like an extended family, and the homecoming is like one big family reunion. If you haven't noticed, I am a proud HBCU graduate myself, hailing from the small but mighty Jarvis Christian College, which is nestled in the piney woods of East Texas, Hawkins, Texas, to be exact, about 90 miles south of Dallas. I have firsthand knowledge of the quality of an HBCU, the education, and the lifelong bond that it brings, and I would not trade my experience for any other. My pride for my alma mater transcends past graduation, as I am a HBCU for lifer. As you virtually travel over the next 2 evenings, you will be in excellent hands with our amazing tour guide MC, Miss Khadijah. You will experience an engaging tour of several HBCUs and hear from their faculty and their staff. And it is our hope, as Ms. Gina said, that the information provided will empower you to strongly consider an HBCU as you seek and select your higher education home. So thanks again for joining. And if you are ready to virtually ride, let's get started. Ms. Khadijah, I think we are ready to go.
Thank you so much, Madam President, for that wonderful send-off. As Madam President Ronnie Stackert said, my name is Khadijah Tijan, and I am the co-chair of the Black College Bus Tour and your MC for the evening. Before we take off, let's do a quick high school roll call. I think I see on here some Hazelwood Hawks. Is that right? If it is, go ahead and say woohoo, shout, do a little dance on your screen, or go ahead and say your represent. Do I see you? Ooh, okay, Hazelwood Hawks. All right, I see you. Hey, guys. Do I see some Riverview Rams in there? I think I see some Riverview Rams in there. All right. I see you, Riverview. What about some Pattonville Pirates? What about that? Where I see you, where are you at? Where are you at? Woo. All right, okay. Do I see any Roosevelt Rough Riders? Snaps for them. All right, if I didn't call your high school, go ahead and take yourself off of mute or put it in the chat. We would love to shout you out.
Cardinal Ritter College Prep.
All right, Cardinal Ritter.
Woo, woo. Woo, woo.
Woo. I'm going to shout out O'Fallon Township High School in O'Fallon, Illinois.
Okay. Oh, I see you, O'Fallon. I see you, Eastside. What's going on? Who else we got?
Francis Howe is in the chat.
Hey, Francis Howe.
Incarnate Word.
Incarnate Word. Okay. We see y'all. Anybody else? We want to make sure we shout you out. Anybody else in the chat? All right. So thank you so much for participating. And if again, we wanted to make sure you got recognized and your school got recognized. Next time we might do a class of, we'll see who's the best class. So be ready, be prepared. So our first stop is Philander Smith College in Little Rock, Arkansas. At first, we will show a video shot by current students, followed by an admissions presentation from the assistant director, Mr. Paul Pearson.
Welcome to Philander Smith College. Thank you for joining us today. I am Tamara Bates, and I will be your campus virtual tour guide. Right behind me is the Reynolds Library, where students have access to high-speed internet, study rooms, as well as the students have access to computers. And the students also learn that knowledge is freedom. Now, follow me over to the Kendall Building. have arrived at the Kendall Center, which houses the Office of the President, the Biology Wing, and the Office of the United Methodist Church. Follow me to the next building. Now, we have arrived at the Titus Academic Center. In the Titus Academic Center houses our bookstore, the Office of Academic Affairs, the pantry for students, as well as classrooms. And now, we have reached our gym, as well as our business center, which houses classrooms that's available to all majors. And now we have reached the M.L. Harris, which houses Office of Student Affairs, the campus security, and the M.L. Harris Auditorium. Now, let's check out where you'll be sleeping. Come on. We have reached the main campus housing unit, the Residential Life Center. And other housing options are Suite A and Suite B, the Barracks, and Panther Village. And now we have reached the Duval Campus Center. The Campus Center includes where you receive your breakfast, lunch, and dinner, as well as you can go to the bistro, and it houses our student center where you can play pool, just come and relax in between classes. And the good thing about it is all for you. Other buildings on campus include the Tate Gym, Wesley Chapel, where you will worship, Kelly Hall, the Maybe Kresge Science Hall. Now, we have reached our final stop, the Cox Building. The Cox Building houses the Office of Admissions, the Business Office, the Financial Aid Office, and the Registrar Office. These offices are very important for your matriculation here at Philander Smith College. I hope you have enjoyed this tour. You can reach the Office of Admissions at 501-370-5221. Email is admissions@philander.edu. See you in the fall.
Well, that was wonderful. And as someone who has been to Philander Smith College personally, I can tell you that the campus is all that and more. With us this evening, we have Mr. Paul Pearson, the Assistant Director of Admissions at Philander Smith, and he's going to tell you a little bit more information about the admission requirements. Hi, Paul.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
Thank you for this platform today. As always, it's a welcome to be in, I call it my second home in St. Louis. So glad to be on this platform today. And if you don't mind, am I possible able to share my screen?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, there we go. Well, okay. All right, everyone. Again, my name is Paul Pearson, the Associate Director of Recruitment for Philander Smith College, but my emphasis is mainly on the recruitment side. So, and today, hopefully we can get some good information. If you get out to some of your students, we have students on here as well. We got a lot of great information to give you. And we still got time for scholarships and summer programs. So still got a lot of scholarship money left. And hopefully this week, I'm able to hand out some. So we'll go into my presentation here. Hold on one second. Okay, are y'all able to see it?
No.
No, not yet.
Go back out. Okay, let me go share. Okay, here we go. Got it now. Share screen. Now.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Okay, we get it coordinated here. All right. Tell you again a little about Philander College. Founded in 1877, Philander College is a private, supported, historically Black four-year liberal arts institution related to the Board of Higher Education and Ministry of the United Methodist Church. The college offers 4 degrees: Bachelor's of Arts, Bachelor's of Science, Bachelor's of Business Administration, and a Bachelor's of Social Work. The college mission is to graduate academically accomplished students grounded as advocates for social justice, determined to change the world for the better. Philander College is the only United Negro College Fund member institution in Arkansas, as we strive to provide a quality of education for all, regardless of race, religion, sex, national origin, or ethnic background. Okay, give you some fast facts, led by a great president, Dr. Roderick Smothers, our 14th president. He asked, when were we founded? 1877. We're a 4-year private HBCU. And what you're going to find out about being a private institution, guess what? No out-of-state fees. So again, it'd be the same rate whether we was in the state of Missouri or right here in Arkansas. Again, no out-of-state fees. And you're going to find out that most private institutions like a Philander College is going to be smaller. So you're looking at a 15-to-1 student-teacher ratio. As I said earlier, located in Little Rock, Arkansas. So to me, you're talking about 5.5, 6 hours away. You know, again, not that close, but yet, you know what? It's not across the whole map as well. So you're talking about 5 to 6 hour drive, easy drive, or as I like to fly, just a 35, 40-minute flight. So again, we're right neighboring states. Our mascot is a panther. Nickname, you ever graduate or become a Philanderian or a panther. Our colors are green and gold, and we are affiliated with United Methodist Church. And you'll see in a minute, it has its opportunities and advantages if you're United Methodist. And then we're again part of the UNCF. We're talking about $22,000 a year. That's full tuition and fees along with room and board. So to get a quality education, private institution, and again, a 15-to-1 ratio for about $22,000. That's a pretty good deal. Okay, I'm gonna get this coordinated here in a second. Okay, how to apply. And again, we're waiving applications this year, so don't worry about applications. There's a $25 application, but again, in this year, we're waiving it, so students take advantage of that. You would need an ACT, SAT, or a for scholarships. So if you're looking at getting some scholarships, that's the we will need an ACT or SAT score. Now this year, again, with COVID and everything, we are waiving application. I mean, not application, but we're waiving those documents. So you don't need an ACT or SAT this year. Again, the only caveat to that is if you're looking at an academic scholarship, not having those test scores, that would be the only challenge with that. But we have a summer start program that essentially give you a chance to make up to $4,000 each year, depending on how you produce in the summer for the summer bridge program. So again, we try to make it a balance for all students. So we don't want our students that's left out that wasn't able to take the ACT or SAT. They still have opportunity to have a scholarship. Speaking of scholarships, there's 3 levels of scholarships in which we administer from our institution. 3 that come directly out of my office. There's a tailored grant. So students, anybody out there that have at least a 3.0 with an 18 on the ACT, or a 960 on the SAT, you're looking at you're looking at a half tuition scholarship. So that's roughly $25,000 over 4 years, and it's renewable. So if you have at least an 18 on the ACT or a 960 on the SAT, you qualify for a half tuition scholarship. And again, that's renewable for all 4 years. Then we have the Taylor Mason scholarship, the Thomas Mason scholarship, excuse me. If you have at least a 3.2 with a 21 on the ACT or a 1060 SAT, then you're looking at full tuition and fees. So if at least you have at least a 21, I know St. Louis, the Missouri area is more of an ACT state. So if you have that 21 on the ACT, guess what? You qualify for full tuition and fees. And also, I'd like to add on that we super score. So if you've taken any of those tests multiple times, then you will have a chance to submit all test scores. I would tell students, we're gonna put you in a position that's gonna better help you. So if you've taken it 2, 3, 4, 5 times, guess what? We're gonna take the highest subject area to give you the best recommended score. Also, we have the presidential. We still have a few of those slots still available. Any student out there has at least a 25 on the ACT or a 1200 on the SAT. And we've actually moved up a few points on the SAT to get it to equate with the ACT. So again, I take all those scores and take that all in opportunity for your students. So again, you can go to our website, doing on-site admissions and on-site scholarships. So students, I'm doing a quick turnaround. So I'll be dropping my information in the Dropbox. So any of you students want to take advantage of that, you get those test scores and applications in this week. We have a student-friendly application that's like 6 characters. So there's just 6 different boxes that you have to click. And guess what? You've applied. Again, just a capsule, 15-to-1 ratio. We have a little over 1,000 students in case you want to know what's our enrollment. That's where we hover around that number, 20 different majors, 6 different degree programs, and over 26 clubs and organizations in which you can get involved with. So I'll just turn it over to the floor if any questions while I'm on.
While you're thinking about some questions, I would like to kind of plug in a personal testimonial. So as a college advisor, I've sent several students to Philander Smith College, and 2 of them not only just graduated probably about a few years ago, but they graduated with honors, and Paul really took care of them while they were down there. And so when you go down to Philander Smith, you will be taken care of. Are there any questions in the chat?
So again, I'll be putting my my email and everything in the box.
I see one. What is the total student body?
So right now we on the average we're a little over 1,000 this year, which was amendable with the factors that we had. So we was over around 800 this past year. A lot of our students had the posture to where they could go virtual full-time. We call it the PSC choice. So they had 3 choices. They could go virtual, face-to-face, and hybrid, meaning a little bit of both. So of course, we kind of tried to push and gear the students toward doing virtual, especially in the fall. We open up a little bit more in the spring. So this summer, we're pushing at a summer start program, which is going to be on campus, and we're going into the fall, under a regular safe school year.
Question is, do you offer biochemistry as a major?
So we offer we offer a combination. We actually have biology and chemistry. So that's one of those type of areas where you can get with your advisor and they kind of give you a nice blend of both and kind of figure out, hey, major in biology, minor in chemistry or whatnot. So and more importantly, they're going to find out what are you trying to do on the next level. So I know if you're in those type of fields, pretty sure you're looking at going out, getting your master's or going to the next level. So that advisor is going to first and foremost try to figure out, hey, what are you trying, what's your goal, what's your mission, what you like to be, and then they'll steer the students right in those directions. And that's along with any of our pre-med programs, our engineering programs. We have an online 3-2. Well, we have a 3-2 engineering program with University of Arkansas Fayetteville. So you get 2 degrees within those 5 years.
These are really great questions. Do you also offer radiology as a major?
No, we don't have radiology, but we're working with one of the local technical colleges that we have here, Lasky Tech. So we're working out articulation with them. So to help students if they want to do anything in like mechanic repairs and different things, electrical wiring and different things like that. So that's kind of with what we're working on with a couple of technical colleges that's local. So students are able to still go get that, get that toolage for whatever field they're trying to get into.
Fantastic. Last call for questions. Well, thank you so much, Mr. Pearson, and he will, Mr. Pearson, person, I'm so sorry, Paul, for attending our event today. And he's going to put his contact information if you would like to connect with him offline. And we hope to see you on campus at an HBCU in the fall.
All right, appreciate that, and thank y'all for opportunity. Again, students, I'll be putting information in the link.
There's one other question. I'm sorry.
Yes.
Do you have a nursing program?
So we have again, that's going to be up on our pre-med. That is something that we're real close to where we're trying to get it to where you'll be able to get a 4-year degree. But right now, we're connected with University of Arkansas Medical Sciences. So a lot of our students do the 2 years and then they transfer over to either UAMS or Arkansas, not Arkansas, I was going for Baptist Hospital.
Okay, thank you.
And also we got a preview day coming up. We're gonna have a virtual and we're gonna have tours. So I'll be putting that information. So if y'all want to come through and see the campus, I'll be putting information also in the Dropbox as well. And again, anybody that I know we're on this platform tonight, and I know a lot of times students like to ask questions to themselves or whatnot. Again, I'm gonna leave my mobile, my email. I'm always a email, call, or text away. So I'll be leaving all my information and look forward to hearing from you students.
Fantastic. All right, guys, just like Netflix, are you still there? Excellent. Well, before we move on to our next college, we're going to raffle off one of our 5 gift cards.
Good evening. I'm Danielle Jones, and we're so excited that you're here with us today. We're going to draw a name for one of the gift cards, as Ms. Khadijah mentioned. We will be in touch if we pull your name. Just one moment. Okay. Let's see. Brennan Cannon, you have won one of our gift cards. Again, thank you so much for attending our event this evening. And again, we'll be in contact.
If you didn't win, that's okay. Stay tuned because we are raffling off more gift cards later in the program. Now, let's head an hour south to the home of the Golden Lions, the University of Arkansas Pine Bluff.
Welcome to the University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff. I'm Natalie for University TV, and I'm told that this HBCU was established in 1873, making it the second oldest institution in the state of Arkansas. Now, UAPB is home to the Golden Lions, king of the jungle, so this queen of campus is about to give you guys an awesome tour. The University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff is located in the northern part of the city of Pine Bluff in south central Arkansas. Pine Bluff is home to a number of creeks, streams, and bayous. This is Bayou Bartholomew, the longest bayou in the world. It stretches over 364 miles. UAPB's main campus occupies 320 acres on the north side of Pine Bluff. The buildings are surrounded by pine, oak, maple, and magnolia trees, offering a beautiful oasis to study outside or just relax in the sun. The University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff's enrollment is just short of 3,200. The majority of the student body is African American, but there is a rising trend of international students and other minorities.
The thing that's the greatest about the university is no matter where you're from, everybody accepts you for what you are and what you do. And the talents that we have here at the University of Arkansas Pine Bluff is great.
As a freshman, we help that student develop an individual plan for success. They will have a professional resume. We teach them how to dress for success. We teach them the secrets to the interview and job search process. We teach them how to build a network of contacts so they will be ready.
Just the way they help us set up our resumes and get in a relationship with our internships, it just, most of the students that graduate from here with internships have a job when they graduate.
UAPB is an open enrollment institution requiring a minimum ACT score of 15, but an ACT score of 19 or higher is preferred. An entering freshman should also have completed the college prep curriculum with a minimum cumulative GPA of 2.0. The average cost for a full-time student from Arkansas is around $12,000, including on-campus housing and meals. Full-timers coming from out of state only pay an extra grand, bringing their total to $13,000. The University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff has 6 programs that offer either a certificate of proficiency or associate's degree. There are 33 bachelor's degree programs, 7 master's level programs, and 1 world-renowned doctorate program in aquaculture fisheries. The Aquaculture Fishery Center is the hub of underwater action. The program is completely comprehensive, from teaching undergraduates to conducting research. The university's services are extended into Arkansas and other states to transfer newly developed techniques and research info into real-world practice, like improving water quality.
I'm really into fashion. I love fashion. We go to trips every year. Last year we went to Paris, and it was just, they always have opportunities for us just to express ourselves with fashion or fashion shows or anything like that.
I'm a psychology major, and the Department of Psychology is a really good department, as well as the academics in the university, because as I was saying before, instructors have office hours open. If you don't understand something, you can always go to them and they will explain it to you. That gives you a really good opportunity to get good grades and have an amazing GPA to go to grad school.
Of course, you're going to get your class learning, but they also teach you life experiences and life lessons. And nobody, I feel, is going to treat you like the faculty here at the University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff does, because they're always there for you. They always have their hands out to grab you when you're falling down and to help you when you have fallen.
You know, we have a national renowned band, and we have a choir. We have all kinds of athletics. We have basketball, football, volleyball, soccer, all of those kinds of things, baseball, softball, any kinds of things of sports that students like. More than likely, we have those as a part of our athletic activities.
The Marching Musical Machine of the Mid-South, or the M4, is one of the greatest bands that I've ever heard. Our Vesper Choir is one of the greatest choirs that I've ever heard. They travel all around the world, as well as the band.
Your tomorrow begins today at University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff. The university houses over 1,000 students in a variety of residence halls. The Herald Complex Living and Learning Center and Hunt Hall feature common baths, computer labs, snack kitchens, laundry facilities, and study rooms. Lions, listen up. Join one of the over 90 organizations at UAPB.
Very proud of the University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff debate team. The team has had the opportunity recently to win national honors, and we're just so proud of that. And most of all, we're so proud because they're learning skills that they can use for the rest of their careers.
We actually have a student union programming board who actually plans the activities for the students on campus. Some of the activities that we plan, we have what is called a poetry slam. And the poetry slam is where our students who are on campus come to the student lounge here in the student union, and they compete to see who has the best poetry on campus. We also do what is called a lyric junction. A lyric junction is where all the students who have talent come and they sing or they play their instruments and things like that, so that they can show the students, showcase the talents that they have on campus.
The best thing about the University of Arkansas Pine Bluff is basically the full education that you get here. Not only do you get an academic education, but when you come to UAPB, you get a social education, and you also get a spiritual education. When you leave the University of Arkansas Pine Bluff, you leave as a well-rounded individual.
Famous faces that have graced the campus: First Lady Michelle Obama, Mary McLeod Bethune, and Cab Calloway, as well as the great Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., who spoke at commencement in 1958.
Well, guys, that ends our tour here at the University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff. You guys have definitely got to come down here and check this place out for yourselves. For University TV, I'm Natalie, and I actually got to rush out of here so I can finish my haiku for the poetry slam. Wish me luck.
Thank you. So unfortunately, our admission rep was unable to make it tonight, but he sent me lots of notes to share with you. As you saw in the video, UAPB is primarily an open enrollment institution. And the primary reason for that is because they are a land grant institution, which means they believe that any student who wants to go to college should be able to go to college regardless of their background, their GPA, and their ACT score. So if you don't have a 2.0 GPA, they are willing to work with you, and they're asking that you come to their summer program. But if you have way beyond a 2.0, which I know most of you on this call do, they have plenty of scholarship opportunities available to you. Their top scholarship is the 1890 scholarship for students who are interested in some sort of STEM field, particularly in agriculture, agribusiness, fisheries, things like that. And it covers full tuition, room and board, and your books. So that deadline for the national scholarship had lapsed back in January, but they have a UAPB specific one that is for those seniors that actually the deadline is April 1st. So you have 2 days if UAPB is something that you would like to consider. In addition to the admission requirements and scholarship opportunities, UAPB actually just built a new dorm called the Delta Dorm. And although you know, when I went down there to see it for myself, I kind of clutched my pearls. It is actually in response to where they are in Arkansas. They are part of the, you know, I guess it's called not the Mississippi Delta, but the Delta, I guess it's part of a line geography that they are part of, and they named it after that. But it is primarily for honor students and upperclassmen, brand new dorms, and it's suite style. So that means you can have your own room and you would just have to share a bathroom. And it's really, 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 really nice. I got to see it myself last week. Just a few more things as well. Currently, they are test optional, but again, if you would like to be considered for scholarships, if you have an ACT score available, they would love for you to share that. If you have any questions or you would love to contact the University of Arkansas Pine Bluff, your admission rep is Samil Watson or Mr. Watson, and he's more than happy to help any students from St. Louis who are interested in attending UAPB. And just as a special note, I would like to thank them for their hospitality last week. How you feeling out there? I know there's a lot of information that's been thrown at you guys today. So normally during the tour, we get a little bus fatigued and we need to take a stretch break. So get up, stretch your legs. And while we're taking a stretch break, we want to highlight a very important cultural aspect of the HBCU experience, athletics.
And gentlemen, your wait is over.
Then I woke up like this, proud to be a part of something outstanding. Them land grants from state to Claflin, educating black since 1896. I love my HBCU.
HBCU is a historically Black college and university.
To me, it is a atmosphere that just sort of nourishes you.
It educates you from head to toe.
They want to cultivate you to become not only a great professional, but a better person.
When you go to an HBCU, there is a kinship, a camaraderie, and an innate support that is built in.
It's like Black excellence.
Google HBCU graduates, whether they be athletes, doctors, lawyers, scientists.
We happen to have a long roster of folks who have gone through HBCUs and who have emerged as superstars and inspirations.
They have produced some of the greatest people that we've known on the planet.
Not just actors like Chadwick Boseman and Anthony Anderson and Taraji P. Henson. Not just, entertainers and CEOs like Diddy.
All I have to say, Kamala Harris.
Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.
Guys from Spike Lee to Kenya Barris, who are the top of their craft. I would like to believe in some way, in some part, that flame was ignited a little brighter within those hollowed halls.
The history of HBCUs and why they were founded was out of sheer necessity. It was illegal to educate Black people.
Because in their mind, we're inhuman. We were 3/5 of the human being.
Historical Black colleges were founded because Black people in America wanted higher education.
I know a lot of the historical Black colleges actually were founded by the Methodist Church as a way to deal with how do we give Blacks an opportunity to educate themselves.
What do you think we would have been if it had not been for these colleges and somewhere to send our children that can make a difference?
And our ancestors said, they understood that education would be one way for us to move forward.
I had to get up out my house, I had to leave, I'm gone.
The cultural experience you get from going to HBCU is just, it's like no other. Like from the dancing to the music to the food.
It is nothing like a homecoming experience at a Black college or university.
The Battle of the Bands, everyone should experience that.
And it's a vibe, it's a feeling. That energy is like no other.
It's an environment that is completely dedicated to empowering, to educating, to uplifting, to inspire.
You need to fellowship with those who are of your culture and who love you and are cheering for you.
You feel like you truly are a part of the fabric of that community, of the school.
Man, I found love down there, you know what I'm saying? I found like super solid relationships.
It is absolutely dedicated to your success.
They said, the time of my life at HBCU.
My professors weren't babysitters. They weren't, hey, we're going to help you because you're Black. No, they pushed me harder because we were Black.
You're not just your social security number. They know you. They pull for you. They're there to support you and educate you.
Being at a historical Black college is like fuel. It's fuel to reach your greatness.
And you get an amazing education at an HBCU, but it's also about learning who you are.
It taught me how to grind. It taught me a work ethic. It taught me that if you want something, you have to earn it.
Morehouse shaped and formed the man I am today.
I wouldn't be, Hebrew Brantley, the painter, the storyteller, without having had the experiences that I had attending Clark Atlanta University.
I was able to accept my own and be myself at FAMU. And it was a powerful thing. It's been one of the greatest factors in my life and me becoming and growing to be who I am. And as a person and as an artist.
It just really formulated the person that I would become, and it just made me Pam, and Pam from a historically Black college and university.
It's important that the Black youth of the day continue to attend HBCUs because it brings it forward our culture. It keeps our history alive.
You know, it's a great rite of passage to sort of say that you came from these places.
That learning experience is very crucial to young African Americans. And, you know, we need to support that.
I would love for more and more people to experience that, these young people to open their hearts and minds to HBCUs.
It's also important for others like myself to put that as a banner, you know, across their chest and say, this is where, you know, I came up.
And now we lift the odds up, HBCUs, and it's influencing the world, and it's helping to improve the world and acknowledge what Black in America is.
The bottom line is this: if we don't support our HBCUs, they won't be here. And if they're not here, they're not going to continue to educate generations of our children.
I'm excited about the future. I'm excited about the products that come out of our historical Black colleges and universities. And all they need is our support, our love. We gotta support what is ours because we're our best when we're together.
Awesome. So hopefully you got a really good stretch in and you're no longer feeling fatigued. Just a few additional highlights about athletics. Norfolk State University has actually played in this recent 2021 NCAA basketball tournament against Gonzaga. Although they didn't make it to the next round, Norfolk consistently gets NCAA tournament bids and has a history of delivering NCAA tournament upsets. Most recently, they upset Mizzou to go on to the Elite Eight a few years ago. Deion Primetime Sanders currently is the head coach, football coach of Jackson State University. And recently, Master P's son, Hersey Miller, committed to Tennessee State University to play basketball. Finally, Bronny, the oldest son of LeBron James, is also rumored to be looking at an HBCU to play basketball college. So as you can see, there is so much pride in attending an HBCU. Finally, I wanted to note that most HBCUs are in fact Division I athletics. So if you are thinking about playing for sports, please consider an HBCU. Our final stop for day one is Grambling State University.
Greetings from the Grambling State University. My name is Erica Jones, and I'm a senior Canadian. Theology major. Greetings from the Grambling State University. My name is Erica Jones, and I'm a senior.
What is Grambling? Grambling is growing. It's a community. Grambling is an education, an experience. Grambling is legacy, tradition, and the future. What is Grambling? Grambling is all of this and more. Grambling is the place where everybody is somebody.
Greetings from the Grambling State University. My name is Erica Jones, and I'm a senior kinesiology major. So here behind. Greetings from the Grambling State University.
Khadijah, we can move forward. It's not going to play.
Darn. Okay, thank you. So just a few things about Grambling State University. So they currently do not have an admission rep assigned to the Missouri area. So they've shared with me some admission information that they would like for me to share with you. So Grambling is a 4-year public university in Grambling, Louisiana. The enrollment is about 4,153 students for undergrad, and they have a little over 2,000 students for graduate student school. For the out-of-state tuition is $16,658, and then total cost of attendance is about $33,000. But that might seem a little high, but they have plenty of scholarships available for students. Scholarships start at least a 3.0 and a 19 on the ACT and go up from there. Depending on your major, you can also get more scholarships to knock down that price to make it super affordable for you and your family. The most popular majors for Grambling students include biology, business, criminal justice, information technology, social work, and nursing. They are part of the Division I Southwestern Athletic Conference, or SWAC. They accept applications via the Black Common App. And again, they would like a minimum of a 2.0 and a 17 on the ACT score, with scholarships starting at a 3.0 and 19 on the ACT. If you have any more questions or would like to connect with Grambling State University, I'm going to put their information in the chat, and you'll be able to connect with them. Just a few note, and just to note, they actually handle admissions by your last name. So for your last name, if your last name starts with a T, you'll have one person versus someone whose last name begins with an A. And they're looking forward to hearing from you, and they would love to say, go Tigers. All right. So do you know what time it is? Come on, you know what time it is? It's prime time. No, it's actually raffle time. You guessed it. So Danielle, we're gonna kick it off to you, and we're gonna raffle off 2 gifts.
Okay, so we'll be pulling 2 more names. And again, if you pull your name, we'll be in contact with you about your gift card. One moment, let's see who we have next. We need a drum roll. Leela Miller. Again, Leela will be in contact with you about your gift card. And then we're gonna pull 1 more name. Drum roll, please. And our next winner is Marquita Connor. Again, Miss Marquita will be in contact with you about your gift card. Stick around, we have 2 more gift cards later in the evening.
Thank you, Danielle. The virtual tour is more than just viewing colleges. It's also about preparing our students for life after high school. We will have our Target 1 HBCU for Life co-chair, Deja Gaithing, to give you some tips on getting ready for college.
Greetings. Hopefully you guys are having an amazing time so far. I am navigating the screen, so I'm trying to get it to pop up for us, but obviously it is playing unfair. But that's okay, because why? Technology isn't always fun for us, but whatever. So some things that we want you guys to bring when you decide if you're going to go to a HBCU or if you decide to go to a predominantly white institution. You first of all want to bring your personality. This is the perfect time for you guys to start over. So if you are an introvert and you want to have that secret side of you where when you're with your friends, you're the life of the party, this is a perfect time for you to start over and show your life of the party type of atmosphere or personality. So make sure you bring your school spirit. That's the second thing. So as you guys all know, HBCUs are big on school spirit. You saw through all the videos that we've shown so far that school spirit is so important. So make sure you bring that when you go, because they'll call you out if you don't. The next thing is bring your attitude, your ready to learn attitude. So you may hear and throughout the presentation today and tomorrow, or even having conversations as you go on these various tours, whether they're virtual or in person, that you'll find that person that wants to be your mentor, or you want to have a mentor. You may be thousands of miles away from home and you want to learn, you want to grow. Like I said, bringing your personality. So making sure that you have that ready to learn attitude, whether it's from an upperclassman or from a professor that on campus that is now your second mom. So make sure you bring that attitude and you're ready to learn when you have that. And be confident. Bring your confidence. Be ready to ask questions. Be ready to explore the world. This is a great time to explore the world. So if you're interested in studying abroad, if you're interested in going to other universities and seeing how they do their homecomings, their events, be confident in whatever you decide that you want to do, as regardless if it's your major, if you decide I want to be a part of a pageant, if you one day want to be a part of a sorority or fraternity, bring your confidence when you come. And then naturally you want to bring your brain, because while you went to school, that's the main reason why you're going to a HBCU or college in general. So make sure you bring your brain, you're ready to learn, so you can be successful beyond college. So I think those are the biggest 5 things that I can think of. And I'm pretty sure everyone here that has been to college that's on this call will probably agree with me. Those are the top maybe 5 things that I would say bring.
Not only just bring those things, but keep them. Yes. Thank you so much, Deja. As we wrap up day 1, we wanted to share our scholarship opportunity. So to be eligible,
we had a raffle.
I got ahead of myself. We have a raffle.
And we do have a question in the chat as well.
Yes.
So your question is, how should you network with people being a new freshman on campus?
How should they? That's a good question. I would say go into all your different events. So if there's an event on campus that you may seem interested in, I would say go. I would say go to any and everything. And when I say bring your confidence, be able to, if you decide, hey, I want to bring my roommate with me, and then you guys co-mingle and try to have that dialogue with someone. If it may seem like someone that's there that is sitting off in the corner and you're like, okay, I'm going to go stand in the corner with them and maybe have a conversation, and then we might push our way out there. Naturally, most upperclassmen can tell, okay, they are new to campus, because naturally you see those faces over and over and over. So I would say, they'll know that you're probably new on the block, but I'm pretty sure they're more and less confident enough to know to come and go and speak to you, or you just go and speak to them and say, hi, my name is such and such. I'm new to campus. I know when I went off to college, my goal was to find people before I went. So I went and joined different various group chats, Facebook pages, Instagram pages that probably had those groups of people on there, or just followed those people and then just kind of went from there and said, hey, I'm going to be on your campus. Can we be friends?
Excellent advice. I also see here in the chat, for sure, events, especially if your school of choice has freshman week or theme weeks, you definitely want to participate. I also see some more advice about talking with people that live in your dorm or people that are in your classes and major. And I would also say, to add to that, join an organization. I think whenever you go off to campus, you will hear a lot of student affairs really encouraging you to join a club or an organization. So actually that was how I met some of my future sorority sisters. They started a club called Visions because they were really interested in fashion. And so they connected with like-minded people, and it all kind of started networking from there. And then finally, I also see that if you have community bathrooms, dorms, it kind of sounds weird, but I met the next Miss Alabama A&M doing our face routines. That's so cute. Wonderful. Thank you so much for all who participated in that. That was awesome. So I got a little ahead of myself. It's raffle time. And now we're going to raffle off 2, count them 2 gift cards. All right, Danielle, it's all you.
Alrighty, so we're gonna pull 2 more names. And again, we thank you for joining us this evening. Hopefully you will join us again tomorrow as well. We'll have some more raffles going on then. The next name is there's no drum roll. Shantasia Isaac. Hopefully I'm pronouncing your name correctly. Shantasia Isaac will be in contact, and we're going to pull 1 more name. Let's see, Tanaya Weston. Tanaya Weston will be in contact with you as well about your gift card. And again, thank you so much for joining us this evening.
Danielle, can we go for, and we're going to spin one more time. We actually had on the last wheel spin, we had a member of the organization that was a part of it. So we're just going to go ahead and do one more for the stakes. So hopefully we can get another student.
Okay, let's see who that is. And we have Bryla Thurman.
Nice.
Bryla Thurman.
Yay. Well, congrats to all the winners. And again, if you did not win today, come back tomorrow because you have a better chance to win again tomorrow. So as we wrap up day 1, we wanted to share with you our scholarship opportunity. To be eligible, the student must be an African-American senior, have a cumulative GPA of a 2.5 or better on a 4.0 scale, be attending a 4-year college in the fall 2021 school year, and be a resident of the St. Louis metropolitan area. And for us, we define the St. Louis metropolitan area as St. Louis City, St. Louis in the counties of St. Louis County, St. Charles, Jefferson County, Franklin County, Warren County, Lincoln County, or if you live on the Illinois side, Madison County, St. Clair County, Monroe County, Bond County, Calhoun County, Clinton County, Jersey, or Mopoke. Ooh, I cannot say this one. Just so you guys know that each year we give away over $10,000 a year in scholarships. And this is something that we are really, really proud of because in spite of a pandemic last year, we were able to give away 12,000 and we hope to do that, if not more. I see in the chat, I have a question about, can you qualify if you're a junior in high school? Not at this time, but guess what? Keep us in mind because every year we give out scholarships in a minimum $10,000 and we give them away to just different people. No, not 10,000 all at one person, but to various people. And this is something that we are very, very proud about. And this is something that we will continue to do. So Christian, look out for us next year. Before we wrap up, we just wanted to say, if you have any questions, feel free to put it in the chat and we'll hang around for a little bit. But we wanted to say thank you for joining us on day 1 of our virtual HBCU tour. We hope that you will come back tomorrow where we will tour Fisk University, Jackson State University, and Tennessee State University. Have a good evening. Hi, Danica. How's it going?
Oh, good.
Good. You just missed us, but guess what? You can come back tomorrow because we're going to Fisk University, Jackson State University, and Tennessee State. And we'll be here at 7 o'clock.
Okay, thank you.